Welcome back to a Crew Project, everyone. I'm here with Ant and Kevin the 2 Cent. We've got a great one for you guys. Again.
You want to be the best? The very best? Let's get into it.
All right, we've got Palworld on the docket today. A lot of stuff happening about this game, man. This game is trending big time on the internet right now.
It's breaking records on Steam by a long shot. Most copies sold, most amount of concurrent players at one time.
Yeah.
Over 1 million concurrent players. It's like 5 million copies sold in the last 3 to 4 days.
Right.
Breaking records right now.
Yeah. This would be what, like the third thing that's so far in January that's happened, kind of like broke the internet almost.
Yeah.
Kind of,
January's a
right?
Big month.
Bro, this year has been taking off. Yeah, this game has been like breaking records left and right so far, and it's only been like I don't know, 4 or 5 days maybe, something like that. It's less than a week, and it's beating games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Elden Ring. Remember when Elden Ring came out? Dude, that game was huge, and this game is already beating it by a long shot. You seen the numbers playing online?
Yeah, over 1 million. Over 1 million.
Huge.
Servers are not able to keep up, and that's only in Steam alone.
Yeah.
It's free on Game Pass.
That's the thing. Like they were like, dude, it's breaking records so fast that the servers are struggling to keep up with this game.
And I mean, rightfully so. I mean, the game is crazy blown up.
Yeah, and there hasn't been too many hiccups with the game either, right? Like
there's a couple of graphical bugs that I've got a couple hours in the game. There's
Uh-huh.
a couple of graphic bugs here and there, but in all, the only issues they're having is the servers not being able to keep up, like trying to join somebody's game.
Yeah.
Playing the game, almost flawless other than a couple of graphical errors.
So it's been almost like everything about it has almost been positive reviews, except for
Nintendo punching air right now.
Nintendo and the diehard fans of Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Dude, the diehard fans of Pokemon right now are kind of they're salty as hell. They're salty as hell that so the controversy is that the Palworld characters are very similar to Pokemon characters. And a lot of people are like, yo, what the hell? That's lazy art. That's lazy character building. They could have done way better. There are talks of this Palworld game maybe getting sued by Nintendo because of copyright issues, because of the similarities in the characters.
Yeah, I don't see it flying.
I don't know.
So a lot of people who are these diehard fans are saying there's too much similarities because we know who they're referencing, right?
Right.
So when you look at the two that everyone is really talking about is Grisbolt and Electabuzz.
Uh-huh.
And when you see Grisbolt, you can manually, okay, is he up?
Here's a picture
Grisbolt.
Okay,
So when you look at Grisbolt and you're like,
this is from Palworld.
yeah, this is Palworld's character, Grisbolt. This is Pal. He's the first boss. And when then you bring up Electabuzz
From Pokemon.
you're like, it's not identical, but it's like they took his feet and put it on his hands.
Yeah, I mean,
He's close. He's close, but you can't say he's the same thing.
okay, so that's the thing.
We know.
People have
because-
done like side by side comparisons of a lot of the creatures in both games, and people have come across not just this is just one example of it.
There are a lot that are similar.
There's a lot of them that are coming out with similarities. So, and the similarities are it's all uncanny, bro. I don't know. I mean, and that's causing a lot of stir. But like they're like, what the hell? That's one of the issues that people are having. But what have you encountered so far in terms of the gameplay? Like, the gameplay.
I love it. In a sense of like what it is, I feel like this is everything we've wanted from a Pokemon standpoint that we've never gotten. Like, so there was a free roam game that came out recently, I think for the Switch. I never really played it. I've been out of the Pokemon game for a long, long time, but that you could ride around on a bike and you could capture Pokemon and stuff. But this is different. It just feels different. You get guns, okay? That's like awesome.
Yeah.
When you're playing Pokemon, you can fly. Again, I don't know of any other game that you could fly and ride the mounted in this aspect. The Game Boy and the SP and all that stuff, you could like ride on like I think certain Pokemon, or if you needed to use an action. This is the whole time. You're flying the skies. Open world. I'm flying to a different area. I'm riding on Nightwing or whatever his name is. There's like a giant bird.
Nightwing? What is this, Batman?
I don't know. I'm riding on Bruce Wayne. I'm out there cruising the skies, dude. The bat symbol's in the air and I'm heading to it. I'm fighting crime. There's a giant creature thing that literally is an AC-130. I'm not kidding.
Oh my god.
It drops like a carpet bomb on stuff.
Okay.
You could roll through and just be like, it's amazing.
But it's a little more like this stuff is not super graphic, right? Like
No. It's still cartoonish, right?
Right.
It still
You can't
has-
use like you can use like bats and axes and you know machetes and things like
Oh, yeah.
that where you can like start
just for damage.
yeah.
but no, there's
chopping
no
around
dismemberment. There's no like
blood, gore,
that
and
I've
things
seen.
like that.
That
yeah.
I've seen.
So it's still pretty kid friendly, I guess. Almost like Fortnite-ish.
Yeah.
Almost
So like when one of the
Fortnite-ish.
creatures die, they just have X's over their eyes.
Oh, okay,
And then
yeah.
you can just like kick them across the map and they just kind of
Oh, okay. That
ragdoll thing. Like the lamb chops, there's lamb
Yeah.
rolls.
Yeah.
There's giant lambs and they're puffies. And I think that's supposed to be from Sheepy or Shepherd. There's one that's like a sheep Pokemon. But yeah, when they die, they just like roll and you can just like kick them off the edge.
That's funny.
And just,
That's funny. Yeah.
But it's also a survival game as well. So you
Okay.
can build a base
Uh-huh.
and your friends can join. It's co-op. Steam has up to 16 players. Xbox is up to only 4. You can build a base. The pals help you out. They'll build the base with you.
Yeah, and you can
It's-
fortify it and everything.
Yeah, because you'll get attacked. As
Uh-huh.
time goes on, bandits will come and attack you, like Team Rocket, I guess is what
Oh.
the bandits are supposed to be. It's there's a name for them. Oh my gosh, I forgot what the name of the
What's the name of the Team Rocket or whatever?
Yeah, there's a main enemy group. starts with
Type in main enemy group Palworld.
I feel
See
like
if
it's
you can
something
come up
with
with
an
something.
A. I can't remember, but I
Yeah.
fought the first boss, which is Grisbolt.
So the Grisbolt is from that main enemy
It's just
group.
one of the main. Because he's more of a higher tier. He's like a legendary, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there like a main storyline or something like that?
Not,
or
yet.
just
Not that I
this is-
know of. So the game is like super, super early right
The
now.
Rain Syndicate?
Syndicate. The Syndicate, yep.
What
so
is
they're
it?
This,
The Rain Syndicate, you said?
yeah.
No.
So the Syndicate is like the people you are kind of going against, and I think there's like bandit camps. It's great. I love
Uh-huh.
it. It's fun. It looks good. It plays well. I've had no issues with
So
it.
it's fluid.
Pretty fluid.
Mm.
Awesome. There's a lot of content, and the game is so early, and it has so much to offer right now that when this game hits like its 1.0,
Mm-hmm.
dude, it's going to be amazing.
So one of the other issues that the people are having, I saw that they're saying there's not enough, I guess, structure inside in the game. So they're like for example, like buildings and cities of some sort, like
Yeah.
a town of some sort.
No,
So things
not
like
that
that.
I've seen.
There's not too many of that, and like. To bring a different dynamic to the game, it would be nice if they built like smaller structures, smaller towns, cities, and this and that.
Yeah.
That could bring a different dynamic to the game for forts and base building and things like that as well. With
Yeah.
that, you can kind of make it your own, have your own little hideaway spots, and whatever.
Well,
People could
so
use
right
it
now-
in multiple different ways.
Yeah. Well, there are no real towns that I've
Yeah.
seen. So I've only traveled a little bit far out from a starting point, but there are bandit camps
Uh-huh.
and there are boss battles.
Mm.
So there's random towers, syndicate towers, that you can go and you fight the different bosses, which the first one is Grisbolt,
Uh-huh.
and then you move on to other different ones.
Yeah, there's a few
But
other ones. Yeah.
I don't think each map is the same. Maybe they're all the same map, but I think they're
Mhm.
randomly generated.
And
I
is
would
that-
assume, but I don't know. But
There's one big map, and they're all island based, right?
Yeah,
Like you
for the
move
most
from
part,
one
yeah.
island to another island.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So the other issue that a lot of people are kind of having is the fact that basically they're saying, they might get sued, and if modders, they might get sued from Nintendo because of the Nintendo owns Pokemon, and because of the similarities that we mentioned earlier,
Mm-hmm.
they, I guess, maybe Nintendo's like they're playing a wait
and
and
see.
see type of game.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they see like
Enough.
enough or a mishap on Palworld's part of, oh, there you go, buddy, we caught you. You messed up on that part. That is copyright. Boom, we got you.
Yeah.
Maybe they're waiting for a moment like that because at the moment, the characters similarities are there, but
It's not enough.
It's not enough for a lawsuit, right? It's
No.
not enough for a
They crossed their T's and dotted their I's with this. They
Yeah.
even have like this sphere. It's
Uh-huh.
called a PAL sphere.
Yeah.
Not a PAL ball,
Uh-huh.
a PAL sphere.
So okay. So it's
They took their time on this.
they took their time, but
Even the Pokédex isn't called a PAL Dex.
yeah, what is it called?
It's like a what is it called? It's something else. I didn't even really. I just called it a Pokédex.
Okay.
Like I
But
knew
it's-
what
but
it
it's-
was.
but it's
the
definitely a
whole
little bit
thing
s-
of all the pals and
Yeah.
what they do and their
Uh-huh.
special abilities. But it's so cool. They have a little monkey that has an 8K. They have like you can like get special abilities to where like you can mount them onto you.
Yeah.
And you can use one like a flamethrower. One hops on your head and he's got 2 Uzis and he pulls them out.
Oh my god. Okay, so what are the chances of this game kind of like booting Fortnite and taking over?
Not a chance.
You think this is gonna be
Not even the same game.
okay? So you think this is gonna be like, okay, Fortnite, its own thing. They're gonna continue to have their
Well, because
their
Fortnite is a
fan base,
PvP
their
game.
player base. They're gonna continue to have their players, and they won't drop in player count or whatever. And then this will be its own thing, and they will continue to do well on their own, and Fortnite will continue to do well on their end.
Yeah.
You think?
I don't think
So you
people are
don't
going to
think that-
drop Fortnite for Palworld overall.
Because it's still like kind of like your base building.
Yeah, but this is
it's a shooting
co-op.
based.
So it's not really. People play Fortnite for the PvP first-person shooter.
Yeah.
This isn't really that. This is more or less your survival group. It's quite a different genre
Mhm.
in that sense. These are people who are going to be like your Ark Survival, your 7 Days to Die, even your Rust community are going to be wanting to hop onto this. Not more or less your Fortnite. Just even for the building aspect. People who play Fortnite may get into this, but I don't see Fortnite losing any numbers due to Palworld in a long run. Every game is probably seeing some loss in concurrent players
Yeah.
because everyone's hopping on Palworld and they're not playing two games at
Yeah.
once. Everyone's hopping on Palworld right now.
What are the chances that maybe this game is gonna die out real quick? Because we've seen things like that in the past where there
Yep.
was a surge of people hopping on a certain game or a certain movie or anything, certain content that dropped. People will hop on it because it was trending for literally a few days or a week or whatever, and then afterwards it was just like, all right, yeah,
Yep.
I got my fill, and it's not that interesting anymore. All right, and then they see a
Plummet.
huge drop, and then that's when they literally just disappear, because we've seen that happen.
Mhm.
We've definitely seen that happen, and it just like disappears. Like games have kind of been having those kind of issues. Well, yeah. And so what are the chances that this could happen with?
I will
this
say, if this game does not continue at a timely manner to continue updating
Yeah.
and stay up to date with bug fixes,
Uh-huh.
it will. I see people are going to hit, because people right now are grinding this game hours on end.
Uh-huh.
And if the developers, I don't even know the developer name of this of the game, but if they do not continue, like I'm talking overtime,
Uh-huh.
and people start reaching to the end, and people are going to get every Pokemon, Whoa, easy.
Whoa, buddy. Copyright.
Gotcha. Nintendo. Every PAL, if there's going to be enough people that get every PAL, essentially beat the game, then they're going to cry no content. It happened to another game I played called New World. It was an MMORPG, and people sped run it. They got all the way to the end. There was nothing left to do, and then everyone cried no content.
Okay.
So these developers keep
Pocket Pair.
Pocket
Pair.
Pocket Pair is the
Developers.
The developers. Oh
Pocket
my god.
Pair.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Pocket
If
Pair.
Pocket Pair doesn't keep up,
Yeah.
that's going to. But I feel like they know what is. Since they've had this game in development for a long time. I saw when this game came out. This was probably about 2 years ago. Is when they first showcased it, and everyone forgot about it, which was probably in their benefit because when this game dropped, it was like a sucker punch, and people were like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And it was the best thing that probably could have happened in a way because it was just like slap to the face. Early morning, you get Pokemon with guns.
The other issue is
You know what's crazy is
yeah.
their headquarter is in Tokyo, Japan.
Nintendo about to roll up deep to him.
Oh.
They about to tell him, "Catch me outside." They about to be a whole fight. Nintendo and
Block
Poke Pair.
Wars. There's gonna be a what is it? What's the developer's name? Pocket what?
Pocket Pair.
Pocket Pair and Nintendo, but Block Wars, baby.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be nuts.
Oh my god.
But no, I think they're gonna be, since they're in Tokyo.
Yeah.
These Japanese people are gonna be working night and day. I already know the work ethic of how it is in
Yes.
Tokyo. I don't. With that being known now, this game is no let up.
They ain't
Dude.
going home.
They ain't going home, dude.
No.
They live there now.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so here's another thing. What are the chances that they're going to have some sort of lawsuit from Nintendo, maybe because of modding? Because we've already seen people already
Oh yeah.
modding Ash Ketchum and Pikachu in this game.
Actually they put the first like 4 or 5 generations. So pretty much they found every relative Pokemon to a PAL and changed the skin of everything in the game. And
Oh my
it's
God.
all now Lucario's in it.
So you think
Ash, Misty,
yeah.
Professor Oak,
Oh wow.
everybody is in it.
Okay, so what are the chances that Palworld will see a lawsuit for this, as opposed to saying, "Oh no, Palworld they're safe, they're fine." The people that did the modding, they'll probably get some kind of prohibition, ban, or something like that. Maybe.
I don't know.
Like,
So I don't know how that
can
is-
they even do that? I mean,
That's
that's
the
just
thing.
modding, right? Because people are allowed to do modding on Steam and PC gaming and whatever. People are
True.
allowed to do modding.
So
Can
I
they
don't
get
think
any sort of ban for this, something like that?
I don't think they technically can get in trouble because they're not selling the product of the mod. If the mod costs money,
Yeah.
then they're selling a product that is not theirs, and that is copyright. Palworld, I think they're clear. They're in the clear for any. I'm sure Nintendo is trying. They got people pushing pencils to paper night and day to try and script this game. They're probably reading the code, trying to figure out anything and everything they could. And I hope Pocket Pair did their homework. But as of right now, with the mods, if they're free, I don't think they can get in trouble. And
Yeah.
plus, like, I'm pretty sure somebody else has downloaded the mod, made adjustments, and now they uploaded it in their name. Who did the original? Where did they get it from? Everyone's going to start pointing fingers. I think Nintendo's going to, it would be not out of their best interest to try and chase down
So here's
this
another.
mod. Because, I mean, they do that for all kinds of games.
Right.
Skyrim has crazy amount of mods.
Elden
Bethesda's
Ring,
not
yeah,
going
everything.
after them.
Yeah, Skyrim mods has been crazy. Yeah. So here's another thought. What are the chances that they're going to, because of the overnight success, right? Dude, imagine the money they're generating right now. So because of the overnight success, what are the chances that they'll want to expand this game over onto other platforms to generate even more money?
I would see why not. Nintendo's going to absolutely say no. So the only other platform they could go to is just PlayStation because it's already on PC and it's already on Xbox. The only other platform they could really go to is going to be PlayStation. Because Nintendo
PlayStation.
is going to tell him absolutely not. If Nintendo let
Mhm.
him through, the only reason they would to I guess maybe have closer hands
Mhm.
on the game, which I'm pretty sure they already have enough of the source code of the game and everything. They got people.
What if it's a
Right.
good like business move?
I mean, it could be, right? Because
well,
You charge them
because of the way the actions of you can kill a PAL
uh-huh.
and everything like that, I don't think Nintendo wants that on their hands.
Yeah. The
And you can also catch the humans and make them do.
if they were to
labor.
make this a cross-platform thing and put this on PlayStation, I think they would generate so much more money just because of the fact that PlayStation is a lot bigger than other companies. I think I'm just saying. PlayStation has continuously outperformed.
Are you saying you ain't an Xbox
Xbox.
fan?
No, I'm saying I am. Or
I don't
would-
sound like it. You
I'm-
sounded like you a PlayStation fan around here. Hold up now.
Alright.
Wait a minute.
all I'm saying is I have every generation of PlayStation. Okay,
Wow.
that says nothing.
I
dog.
didn't know we were at the table with a traitor. No, I think it would be good. I think it would be a wise move on their part to branch out to PlayStation and then cross-platform. At least for consoles, cross-platform.
Uh-huh.
Not even if they can't handle to PC.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. I think they should all make it to where they're cross-compatible between all three platforms.
Yeah.
I think it would be great because there's no PvP involved. So
Uh-huh.
the main reason people don't like the cross-platform is because mouse and keyboard versus controller.
Yeah.
There's none of that here. So I think it would be an amazing thing. It's a big power move for them if they do that.
Okay, cool. So I think the same thing. It would like the money that they're generating right now, dude. I think they could double it with making it cross-platform to PlayStation as well.
Yeah. They need dedicated servers. That is one thing that's holding them back right now.
Yeah. The overnight success that they're having, I feel like it's just a matter of time that they're gonna have dedicated servers as well. I mean,
100%.
dude,
I don't doubt it.
on that topic, right? What are the chances that they'll make this cross-platform? Give me what do you think a time frame would be? Because they'll definitely have to redo a bunch so that they could make it available for PlayStation platform, right?
I don't really
How
see
quickly
so.
can they develop something like that for the game?
I think it probably to release it on PlayStation, I don't think it would be much of a change. I think what they should really focus on right now is content for the game, right? The
Yeah.
crossplay can come later. That's
Mhm.
fine. Bringing it out on PlayStation, if they can do that in
Yeah.
a reasonable time, I think they have less than a month
Yeah.
to bring another good amount of content to the game. They're on a time crunch. They have less than a month, I feel, before people start to get,
Tired
sitting
of
there
it.
and twiddling their thumbs and well, what do we do now?
Yep.
We've got everything.
We've done everything. We've beat all the bosses. 4, 5, 10 times over and over again.
Not saying
and,
that that's an acceptable time. I could enjoy the game for months on end,
yeah.
but there are going to be people who are going to play this game and they're going to play it super fast and they're going to be wanting more and more and more.
Yeah.
Once they start developing towns
Mm-hmm.
and other camps and other, right now the world does look a little barren.
Yeah.
Now the population wise of PALs, dude, it's amazing. You can't not see them. They're just everywhere.
Okay,
And that's
cool.
great. They need to add some water aspect, something in the water, and I mean they already have a difference between day and night PALs.
Mhm.
At nighttime you see ghost types and dark types. It's an amazing. That's already cool that you can see that at night. But I think they need to implement towns, and I'm pretty sure they got this all laid out. If they have a good 6-month plan, this game is strong.
Cool. Yes. The other thing that I want to say is that going back to PlayStation, right? Another big game that's dropping on the 26th, Friday of January, is Tekken 8.
Oh,
For people who love Tekken, I'm a Tekken lover just because of the fact that I started with Tekken. My first ever game that I had ever touched in my life was Tekken.
really?
Yes. Tekken was the first game that I ever played. I think it was Tekken. I think it was the first Tekken, or maybe it was Tekken 2. Yeah, it was either Tekken or Tekken 2 that I played first, and it was on the whole
The arcade version.
The arcade version, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I would go to the arcade, grab, grab the little tokens and shit, put it in there, boom, game started. I'm playing against big old dudes, and they're kicking my ass, and I'm just going over there and spending more money. Give me some more tokens, and I'm getting my ass kicked until I got good a little bit, and I beat some other teenagers, not the bigger guys though.
Oh yeah, not
You know,
the diehards.
No, not the diehards. Yeah. So for people who are not aware of what's dropping on the 26th, Tekken 8 is dropping for PlayStation on January 26th, this Friday. Look out for that. And reviews of the game have already been carried out, done. And dude, okay. Anything prior to this, I was iffy about, at least for like a good few Tekkens prior to this.
Yeah.
I was not that big of a fan of it, and ratings kind of reflected that as well for the games. But this one, I kind of saw the ratings for this, and everyone is kind of giving it a very, very good rating.
I love their
They're-
cinematics.
Dude, the cinematics is one thing. It's very well done, very fluid apparently. And there's multiple different modes in the game. Apparently, the story is very good and very captivating. The story mode, the single-player story mode is very good, very captivating. The new mechanics in the game is very good, redone, redesigned. There's multiple other modes that are in the game that I can't remember off the top of my head. But overall review of the game, 9 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10, actually.
Ooh.
That's actually very good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Fighting games
For-
nowadays are getting super competitive with like their ratings because there's a lot of people who still do competitive
Yeah,
fighting
they
games,
do,
and that's
and-
down to like minimal timings that have to be there.
Oh yeah,
Some of these combos are like literally a fraction of a second. You have to be able to hit these.
for Tekken, there's a big tournament actually, and this one, yeah, and there's these tournaments are actually like real live events. Like have you seen the FIFA tournaments and stuff that that are held?
I've
And,
never
like,
seen the.
Okay, so
I've seen
there's
some of the
actual-
old school fighting ones.
yeah, there's
I've seen
actual
a few of those like on YouTube and stuff. Like there was
Uh-huh.
the really iconic one. It was a Street Fighter one. It was like years and years. This was like early '90s.
Yeah.
That was like pretty much what put them on the. I don't want to say put them on the map, but that was a crazy one.
Okay,
I forget
yeah.
the name of the fight or something. The guy did like the most
Yeah,
impossible.
Paul,
maneuver.
Hwarang, Jin, and like I think Hwarang was one of my favorites. Jin, he's on the cover of every single one of them, but he was never all that much of my favorite.
I'm a
But, like,
Yoshimitsu kind of guy.
yeah, bro. That dude, every game he developed and his character development over the years was just, it went from like cool, insane. And I was just, I'm just waiting. I haven't seen what Yoshimitsu looks like for Tekken 8. I'm just waiting to see what outrageous design they came up with him this time around.
I think I've only played the Tekken like 2 or 3
Yeah.
where Yoshimitsu looked kind of like an alien
Uh-huh.
or something like that. And dude, when I first figured out his maneuver he would crisscross applesauce on the floor and
Yep.
spin, and he would disappear to the other side.
Come back on the behind you.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, I'm kind of slick with it.
Yeah.
That and King. I played King a
Uh-huh.
little bit. A lot of people really like King, but Yoshimitsu was my guy.
Yeah.
The Jaguar guy with the Jaguar. He was like a luchador, but he was like literally was a Jaguar. His head
Right.
was a Jaguar because
Yeah.
he's king of the jungle. But I don't know how he's king of the jungle when he's a Jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the
Lion.
The lion, king of
Yeah.
the jungle, I
Oh,
guess.
that's the phrase.
Yeah.
And
So,
isn't he a Jaguar or something?
I would say the tiger is king of the jungle because that's more of like a,
Whatever it is, he ain't that.
Tigers are in the jungle, but like
He was the king. but he wasn't-
lions are more so of like savannah. They're not king of the jungle. They're not roaming around in
He
jungles.
should have been
I
a Bengal
guess.
tiger.
I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, so that was something that I came across, and I wanted to share that with everyone to look out for that, and it'll be cool to check out. Hopefully, when it drops, the game will reflect the ratings and it will
Yeah, we'll
actually
see.
be really good. I'm hoping it will be really good just because I'm probably going to check it out and I'm probably going to, at least buy it and see how it goes. Or maybe I'll just check the beta. Beta.
They're
And,
gonna have a beta out beforehand.
I think a beta might be dropping soon if it hasn't already.
Mm.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Or a demo? They still do that?
Demo. I think I think I saw something about a demo. Yeah, there might be a demo for
That'd
it
be good.
dropping soon.
What are we looking
So-
at on time?
We're at 30, 36.
Cool.
Not
The other thing that kind of concerns me though for Palworld and Tekken and mainly just like every game that is now going to come out just throughout the entire gaming industry. Online subscriptions.
Oh,
Um,
Ubisoft.
yeah, the subscription based, making games digital based and getting rid of hard copies altogether. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about getting rid of digital copies of games altogether, but I, for one, am iffy about it. I'm a guy who owned every single physical copy, and I always liked to keep my copies. What's going on in the online world now? If you don't have a physical copy, dude, it is very easy that you could lose your access to that game that you purchased, and now your money is gone and the game is gone. But if you have a physical copy of it, you at least you've got a permanent copy. You can grab that shit, put it in there, play it at any time you want. I don't know how you feel about this, but there's a big push in the gaming industry now to basically make everything, every purchase of every games now digitalized. And this for me was
I think
I
the
don't
push
know,
has
buddy.
already happened. It's hard to get physical copies for almost anything now.
yeah.
I don't mind the digital copy because you can keep it locally on your own machine.
Mm-hmm.
And also when they make like updates to games,
Yeah.
it makes it a little bit easier to update it. And that was the big great thing about digitally owning games, because now you don't have to worry about like keeping the physical copy or anything like that. As long as you keep it locally, that's fine. But with what Ubisoft is trying to do with having a subscription based is a big problem for me. No longer being able to actually own the game, but rather you have a subscription monthly basis is what they're trying to push from the execs in Ubisoft. Ubisoft is already a horrible company as it is.
I was just about to say they have not had a good track record for the last I don't know how many years, more than 5 years. They have not had a good track record.
More
They're
like 10.
yeah,
10 plus.
probably something like that. Like they're producing trash games. They're producing
Well, I don't know about trash games.
They
They were part of making Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla was very good.
I mean, come
They're
on.
money hungry. They're very money
That's the
hungry,
thing.
and they
And-
put a paywall behind too much.
Valhalla was
And this is just another one of those.
Valhalla was probably the thing is, here's the thing. Their huge focus, the entire focus is on the Assassin's Creed franchise. They don't do much of anything else outside the Assassin's Creed franchise. And so if you're thinking, oh, well, they're not kind of making trash games because they came out with Assassin's Creed Valhalla and that was kind of good. Well, that's their biggest franchise that they make the most money out of.
Is
So
it?
if
Actually,
that's something
I
that
don't
they've kind of I guess perfected. So if you're if you can't even make good good Assassin's Creed games anymore and that's your area of expertise, then you're done fucked up in my opinion. Because
That's true.
name another game that is as successful of a franchise as Assassin's Creed that they have been working on throughout the years. Name one.
Yeah,
Far
yeah.
Cry? Not really. It's been kind of iffy. Assassin's Creed is the only franchise of theirs that's had like success over the years, one after the other.
think of any.
Somewhat, they're dropping. They tried to do Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs failed.
I thought Watch Dogs 2 got pretty good review.
Yeah, but it didn't do as well as they wanted to do it, and so it's just they're dipping their toes, I think, in my opinion, in way too many projects, and they can't produce quality results out of these projects. So I feel like they should cut back on a lot of different projects and put out maybe 1, 2, or 3 great games per year, because Ubisoft is huge. It's a huge company. It's one of the AAA big gaming companies, and they have an immense amount of teams all around the world now that work on these different projects meaning different games. And if they can't produce good games, well, dude, I don't know. I mean, they shouldn't be pushing something like this, because that's a red flag for me. I don't know. That's a red flag.
I mean, I'm not surprised, honestly, by Ubisoft and the years that I've seen them making games and the paywalls that they've constantly always had for literally anything and everything they could. It was a paywall, and this comes to no surprise for me for hearing them be like, "Oh yeah, you guys should have a subscription," because they have other subscription as well. You can have Ubisoft Connect has like a type of subscription base to where you can like get like so many games. It's like a Game Pass.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a subscription for something. But it's like now they want a subscription on top of subscription.
Yeah, that's
what are you talking about?
That's
I'm
the
wondering
thing.
if Ubisoft is now going to try and attempt to base everyone who uses any of their games. So they have Rainbow Six Siege is under Ubisoft.
Yeah.
They had Division 2
Mm-hmm.
under Ubisoft. Division 2 was a great game. Kind of. It was good in some parts. It was broken in other parts. But I'm just not surprised. I'm not surprised that these are the actions that they want to take.
Yeah.
Because of how literally anything would come out and it was like, oh, you got to pay for it. Oh, you got to pay for it. Nobody does anything more, but Ubisoft has been just known for paywalls.
Yeah, and they're when they make big moves like this, they're sending out signals to all the other companies, gaming companies out there that, hey, you know what? Maybe you guys can do this too. You know, other companies start to get ideas about this as well. And I'm pretty sure when a huge company like them pushes out, oh, let's make everything digitalized
Or subscription based.
or subscription,
really.
yeah, or subscription based, then other companies will kind of start to jump on the bandwagon just because of the fact that, you know,
Somebody, if it's a success for one, then the others will.
yeah, and they have a pretty big influence on the gaming industry, to be honest, just because of their massive presence.
I say this will only work out if enough people under the Ubisoft subscription continue with it. Because like that's what happened. Like with Fortnite started, they didn't. They may have kind of made the big push for seasons, right? Season passes.
Yeah.
And the whole microtransaction.
Yeah.
Now, other games did microtransaction before, but Fortnite really kind of put it on the map. And then everybody's like, look at how much money they're making. Oh my gosh, we need seasons. Now, you can't even... Rainbow Six now even does it.
Yeah.
They have seasons.
COD
and you have to
does
buy
it.
a season. Oh my gosh, COD does it.
COD
Everybody
does
does
it.
it. And it's microtransactions. So if Ubisoft is successful with this, which they're already getting huge backlash, I don't see it being a success irregardless. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Not right now. No way. Ubisoft would rather be rolled over a dead company before people actually were like, sure, keep my game and I'll just pay you for a game I'm going to play 16 hours a month.
Yeah,
If
I think it's a red flag, and they shouldn't push something like this. I don't know. It's to
We're
be
at 45.
cool. It's to be seen. To be seen. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen with this, if they're gonna actually roll this out 100%, and other companies are going to jump on the bandwagon as well and start doing the same thing. But I think they should kind of focus on making their AAA games a success, making it better, making it
really
good.
AAA.
Just making it AAA. One of the games that's coming out for Assassin's Creed for Ubisoft is Assassin's Creed codename Red.
Yeah.
And I've been actually, well, I'm a Assassin's Creed franchise fan just because, that I started with that. Like the Ezio trilogy was kind of one of the best trilogies ever. And so since then, the idea has been in almost every other Assassin's Creed fan's head that if they're making multiple different Assassin's Creeds in multiple different regions, we got the Egypt, we got the Greeks, we got the South Americans, we got the Africans, all kinds of areas, right? The Italian. Why don't they do one based in Asia, specifically Japan? And that one is codenamed Red.
Yeah.
They better, because I'm waiting for that shit.
They better come correct.
They better come correct. I'm waiting for that shit. I've been waiting for that game for a long time. Yes. Yes, Kev.
Yeah, those people.
Those people, exactly.
I think they kind of did like not, they didn't do ninjas first because it was like, well, I think we could do, and they kind of did well
Yeah.
for most of it without, right? Like it was the obvious path,
Yeah.
but they didn't hit it first.
Yeah.
And I mean, they even went through like Vikings, and then
Yeah.
they went through, like you said, Greeks, and they were in like Egypt, and like,
Yeah.
Odyssey was in Egypt, and they did so
Yeah.
many other ones. They had
Mirage was in Middle East, Baghdad, Iraq. Yeah.
yeah, and they had the Italians out there throwing baguettes at each other and whatnot. And they did. I think
That'd
they
be
did.
French.
I think it was very noble of them to try and go against the grain, and they were just like, ninjas, nah, not yet. Ninjas, nah, not yet. And now it's
They released a mobile one for China. It was Assassin's Creed. I think it was
a mobile one.
yeah, they did a Assassin's Creed open world mobile game. It was Assassin's
Oh,
Creed. I
hell
think it was
no.
Emerald or something like that, or some shit like that.
Jade, maybe?
Jade, I think. Yeah, thank you. It was Assassin's Creed Jade. Yeah, and that's kind of like in like the old Chinese dynasty times. And so it was.
You lost me at mobile, buddy.
Yeah, they released one.
As soon as you said mobile, I was like,
So that's what I'm saying. Like they're wasting money and we're wasting time on doing things like that, producing games like that in those areas.
Ain't nobody in China got gaming PCs like that, buddy. They did that for the masses, all right? Everybody that's got the phone. That's why PUBG Mobile is so big over there.
Probably. Yeah.
They did that for a reason. Money hungry. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paywall.
Yeah.
They knew what they was doing.
Yeah. So,
They
but
did that
anyways,
for a
they
reason.
better come correct with Assassin's Creed code name Red.
I think it's going to be Mirage. No,
No.
that's
What?
the old one.
Mirage just came out. Mirage came out like December or something like
Right.
that. That was the Baghdad one. That was the Middle Eastern one. With
Okay.
main character, I think his name was Bassem. So
Bassem
anyways, no. So all right. So anyways, we'll wrap this up here. Those are kind of the updates in the gaming world, I guess. And all right, everyone. If you like the content here, if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go over to our Spotify, leave a review, and
Make sure you go catch them all. We'll see you guys next time.
see ya.